Oh my goodness, you guys, I have something absolutely hilarious to show you. Last night I was doom scrolling on YouTube and a 30-second clip came up from this podcast called Fresh and Fit. Apparently it's an alpha male podcast, and this dude was telling the most ridiculous lie that you have ever heard of, ever. It is the biggest lie that anybody has ever told ever in human history, and I need to share this with you. I know that the clip is a couple years old now, you've probably seen this, but guys, let's get right into this. This guy is an absolute joke.
Alright guys, so you heard my L's, marrying a single mom, getting left out in the cold, basically in the car, never came downstairs. But today we're going to talk about my W in terms of having 3 women in one day.
Yeah, we're about to talk about all of this guy's W's. All of the W's he's made up in his head, 100%.
Now, it sounds crazy, right? But I was kind of foreign to this idea of having multiple girls in one day.
There is absolutely no chance that this guy has ever spent the day with one woman, let alone 3.
Because I felt, do the right thing, do the good thing. Have one girl I'm talking to, and that's it. But I met this guy at a pool party. He's an NBA player.
Okay, so you can already see from the very beginning of this story that it's just going to be absolute BS. Yeah, so I was at like a Miami pool party, and an NBA player came up to me, because I'm a pretty alpha male. He came up to me and started talking to me. Yeah, okay, buddy.
I won't say his name for some reasons, but he's a pretty top tier guy, head value guy, right? I'm at the bar ordering drinks for my friends, and he says, yo, bro, what's a good spot to go party at tonight?
Why on earth would an NBA player go up to a random guy at a bar and ask him where the party's at tonight?
Told him, look, bro, you can go downtown, you can go to Brickell, Wynwood, doesn't really matter, but I'm going to downtown because it's a really good spot. And then he's like, yo, bro, are you on Instagram? I was like, perfect. Yeah, I am.
Okay, so now we are expected to believe that the NBA player was so amazed by his suggestions that he wants to link up with them on Instagram.
So I give him my Instagram, and lo and behold, he followed me. He said, wait, you know this chick? So he pulls up this girl's profile, because you can see who's following someone that you just added from like the following list. I was like, yeah, I know her, bro. I used to like do her back in the day.
Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, we know the same people. I used to do her back in the day. I used to do her? Who talks like this? Yeah, man, I used to do that broad back in the day.
He's like, damn, that's my shorty want to come in town. So basically, we were smashing the same chick.
There is not a chance in hell that this little short dweeb is out there hooking up with the exact same, not the same kind of woman, but the exact same woman that this unnamed mystery NBA player is also hooking up with.
So he's like, yo, dude, you know what? I'm having a mansion party like the next day, come through, I got you.
So now we're expected to believe that this NBA player is so, I don't know, happy that both of these people are having sex with the same woman, that he's going to invite this guy who he doesn't know, he just randomly met at a bar to come to a private mansion party with him? When this guy recorded this video, right, did he not watch it back and realize that, hey, listen, you know what? Maybe I'm going a little overboard with this story. Maybe I'm going a little bit overboard with this story. And you know what he did, because the video is deleted. When I looked up this thing, I had to find it on a re-upload from a channel that is quite small, and the video only has like 340 views. I'll link it down below. It's so funny.
This time, we linked up the same night at the party spot I was going to. We connected, and funny enough, we dated the same girls, like a bunch of them. It was crazy,
Okay, so now we're expected to believe that an international star who's all over the world just happens to be dating the same girls that this pipsqueak is dating. Not a chance in hell!
I always say, me and Myron, a lot of these girls share the same high value men and they run around in the same circles, right?
And now he says that he's a high value man and the women run around the same circle. So now he's putting himself on the same level as an internationally famous athlete NBA star. Him and whatever this guy's name is, they're both on the exact same level, guys. They're both on the same level.
I'm at his magic party, right? There's like 40 girls and like 5 guys. In my head, I'm like, yo, real talk, this is crazy. Like, I've never been at a party where there's been this much girls compared to guys.
This guy's probably never been to a party in his life with 2 or 3 girls at it, let alone 40. What is this guy talking about?
So I'm like, yo, how's this gonna work? He says to me, yo, come through, bro. So he's like, yo, pick 3 that you want, and I got you. I was like, 3 that I want? Is it like a buffet? Shoot, I'll take it.
Pick 3 that you want? Is this a buffet? Wow, I'll take it. I love buffets. This sounds like human trafficking. Or at least these women have... this isn't a real story, obviously. But if this was a real story, all of these women would be being paid for their services. So here's the guy, you know, this is the guy who goes to a strip club, and when the strippers go and like hit on him and ask him if he wants to dance, he's the guy that turns to his friends and says, yo guys, this stripper, she really likes me for me, and I think that she's into me. You know, that's this guy.
So I was like, yo, I like her, and her. He goes talks to them, calls them over, and I kid you not, I got a bedroom for you over here, do your thing. I'm like, what the heck? Is it that easy? So what happened was, like, I talked to them real quick, they were mad cool, and...
Okay, so let me break down this story again. So we're expected to believe that this guy, whatever his name is, we're expected to believe that he was at a bar ordering a drink, and then an NBA star came up to him, asked him where the party's at for some reason, a random person, and then he told him where the party was at, and the NBA player was so thankful about this that he added him on Instagram, and then once he added him on Instagram, he went onto his profile to investigate him, saw that they were banging the same woman, and then started talking, realized that they had had sex with a bunch of the same women, and then the NBA player was so happy about this that he invited this random person to a private mansion party where there was 40 women and 5 men. That's the story so far. Are you insane? I couldn't make up a more ridiculous story than this.
Legit, guys, I could have had a threesome with them, but I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, yo, this is too much for me.
Even in this guy's lie, he's too much of a puss to have a threesome, you know? Even in his lie, he's making up this whole story. He could have said, yeah, and then I had a threesome with them, and they were all over me, and it was amazing. But even in his lie of a story, he can't even handle the idea of a threesome. He's lying about his story, and he's like, yeah, I could have done it, but I guess I didn't, because, you know, I'm like a traditional man. And like, I don't like do those things because I'm like really alpha. But I totally could have had a threesome with them. Oh my God.
But what happened was, I did my thing with one of them, came back outside, hopped in the shower real quick, talked to the other one, went back in the room later on. So basically, I had 3 girls in one night. It sounds crazy, guys, But there's a whole other world outside of the regular dating circle where guys of high value can actually like set up certain things that regular guys can't.
Yeah, it sounds crazy because it's the most ridiculous story that's ever been told about hooking up with somebody. These are like those stories that you hear when you're in grade like 9 or 10 and there's like a kid that gets made fun of for like not having a girlfriend and he says, "Oh yeah, well actually I do have a girlfriend and she has big boobs and she just goes to a different school, okay? And you guys don't know her, but she actually has big boobs and a pretty nice bum. But you guys don't know her, okay? So don't even try and look up. Actually, she's homeschooled, you know? That's what this guy is saying and doing.
So translate that into like my own lifestyle. Now from Instagram, I say, you know what? I can have 3 in one day. Why can't I do it myself? Learning from Deals on Demand that you guys are gonna learn if you bought the course.
Yeah, and of course this dork wants to sell you a course. Of course this guy wants to sell you a course. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not really into alpha male culture. You know, I'm pretty comfortable in who I am and what I do. I don't really need to put an alpha male thing on it. So I don't really know any of these podcasts like Fresh and Fit and I don't even know any of them, you know? But what kind of a person, what kind of a sad person is paying money for this guy's course? So, oh my lord, the world is a crazy place.
We're gonna re-release it soon, coming up maybe like next month. That whole setup there can be done for yourself through Instagram.
Yeah, of course that can be arranged through Instagram. It's called prostitution. Like, if you want to have like multiple partners in the same night, no big deal, you know? You're just gonna be paying for them. Whenever you see these people on like a boat or like on these yacht parties, on these mansion parties and stuff like that, every single woman that is there has been paid to be there, you know? These are the kind of people that pay escorts and prostitutes to hang off of them, and then they take pictures for their social media about how incredibly, you know, suave they are and how they're so amazing with women. Guys, I'm letting you know, it doesn't really matter what you look like or how or even what kind of a person you are. If you've got the cash, you can hook up with as many women as you want in a day. Okay, guys? But this is absolute nonsense, and I hope that we're all on the same page about this.
Or dating apps, because for example, all it is a numbers game. So it's all about scale. So with Instagram, you could DM 100 chicks. Out of 100, let's say 10 hit you up. Boom. You can space out how you want to do it, but that's 10 chicks ready to meet you in person. So
Okay, now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of how this guy hooks up with women. Now it makes sense. You've heard it here, guys. It's a numbers game. Just harass everybody, you know? Just send dick pics to 1,000 different women on Instagram, and if 10 of them respond positively, then who cares about all of the other ones? It doesn't make you a total creep, a total loser, a weirdo, unbelievably desperate.
I just want to say this, guys. You can take L's all your life, you can take W's, but the point here is that like, you can have whatever you want in this life. You made that choice. So for me, I was at a point where 3 a day was easily done through Instagram, and that's what I did. So like I said before, guys, I took my L's to take my W's. And you know what? That experience of taking those L's made me stronger to get my W's. So all I'm gonna say is, guys, you're gonna go through hardships with girls, life, whatever it may be, but don't let that hold you back. Keep going and learn how to get what you want, all right? So guys, check us on.
Yeah, guys, you can take L's in your life, or you can have whatever you want in your mind. You can just make it up. You can just say anything you want on the internet, and most people will see right through it, but some people will believe you. Remember, it's a numbers game. It doesn't matter if I tell this story to 1 million people and they're all laughing at me, as long as 1,000 of those people actually believe my stupid, ridiculous fairy tale story, then that's all that matters. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. First of all, there is a 95% chance that this guy is a virgin, you know? I do not believe a word that this guy says at all. And I hope we're all on the same page about this. If there's somebody out there in the comments that says, hey man, you know, he made some really good points. You know, I think he's telling the truth. I'm gonna just kind of lose faith in society. What is going on here? What is going on? Okay, so, apparently this was a few years ago. I'm sure lots of people have laughed about it already. I saw a short about it, and I knew that I immediately had to make fun of it. I hope that I didn't say the same things that have been said before about this guy, but oh my lord, it's been about 3 years since this interview was done. Keep in mind, he did immediately take it off the internet because everybody was laughing at him about how ridiculous of a story it was. But it has been re-uploaded. I'll put the re-upload of it into the description if you just want to watch the full video and have a laugh at it, guys. That shit's funny as hell. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be starting to do a lot more commentary stuff, a lot more reaction stuff on the channel. Going forward, I like to be funny on the channel. I like to make people laugh. So if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing. It would really help me out. Also, I have merch. If you want to support the channel in any way, check out my merch. It's very, very spooky. And other than that, I just want to thank all of my members of the channel. You guys rock. I really appreciate you guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.